Let's take a look at lesson 1.8, what's your type? This is going to be organizing information with Venn diagrams. It's one of my favorite sections. I love Venn diagrams. I think they're very fun. This first page on page 105 gives us a lot of information about the Myers-Briggs personality type. If you know what your personality type is, go ahead and use it. If you don't know what it is, go ahead and feel free to pause the video now and find one online. Look for Myers-Briggs personality test. You should find lots of them online. I know my 4-letter code. I'm actually going to write it on the top of page 106. I know that I am an ENFJ. Don't seem to have the pen yet. My friend Lee is an ISTJ. So I'm going to write both of our names with each of us corresponding to one circle. I'll put Lee on the right. I'll put myself on the left. What do we have in common? What letter do we share? We both have a J. What do I have that Lee does not have? I have an E, I have an N, and I have an F. What does Lee have that I do not have? He has an I, an S, and a T. Now, because we shared the J, there's one letter we haven't used yet. So I need to go back to the list. What was paired with J? A P. There's not a P in either of our types. So we're going to put the P outside the circles, but still inside the box. So now all 8 letters are used up somewhere in the Venn diagram. So we've actually followed steps 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. You can write your own description. Do this with someone in your house, do this with one of your kids, somebody else who's living with you, a friend. Make up something. It works however you want to do this. That takes us through the bottom of page 106. Let's go to the top of page 107. Gives us a little more detail about Venn diagrams. It says that Venn diagrams are very useful, used all the time when studying sets. A set is a collection of objects, like the letters that make up your personality type. We'll prefer to work with sets that are well defined. A set is well defined if you can objectively determine, based on facts, not opinion, whether an object does or does not belong in a set. Which of the following sets is well defined and why? A, the set of all good shows available to binge watch on Netflix. Is that well defined? I would opt to say no, because the word good is very subjective. What is a good show for you might not be a good show for me. So I would say that is not a well-defined set. B, the set of shows with all seasons available on Netflix. Is that well defined? I would say yes, because I can look and see which shows have all seasons on Netflix. Some more definitions. Each object in a set is called an element or a member of a set. One method for describing a set is the roster method, in which elements are listed between braces with commas between each element. The order in which we list elements isn't important. 2, 5, 7, and 5, 2, 7 are the same set. Often we will name sets by using a capital letter. We might not name the set of objects in the left circle in the diagram. We might name the set of objects in the left circle in the diagram of question 2 using the letter A. Looking for the diagram they're referring to. So number 9 says use the roster method to list the elements in the left circle. So this is going to go back to our personality type that we did. So the left circle was mine. What 4 elements were mine? My 4 personality type letters. So ENFJ is in the first set. So I'm going to write this as E, N, F, J. Those are the letters that I use in my circle. The universal set is a set of all objects under consideration in a given situation. Not all the objects in the universe, which would be silly. Number 10 says, in the case of the letters from the personality test, the universal set could be written as all of the possible letters. So the universal set would be E, I, N, S, T, F, J, P. All the 8 possibilities we have. For the complement of a set is the set of all objects from the universal set that are not in the set. The complement of a set A is denoted as A prime. So the complement of my letters, the E, N, F, J, will be the total opposite. Let's do it in a different color. I used an E, I used an N, I used an F, and I used a J. What letters did I not use? I did not use I, S, T, or P. So that describes the complement of A. Let's turn the page to page 108. Notice that there are 4 distinct regions in a Venn diagram illustrating 2 sets A and B. We'll want to number the regions for reference. We use Roman numerals so we don't confuse them with the number of elements in the set. Write the appropriate description next to each region. Pick your answer from the following list. I will draw lines to connect them. So what does region 1 represent? Region 1 is the elements that are in A but not in B. So region 1 is this one right here. Region 2 is the elements in both sets. Region 3 is the elements in B but not in A. And region 4 is the elements that are in neither set. 13 says the set of elements that are in both sets A and B is called the intersection of A and B, and is symbolized by A intersect B. Write the region or regions in the Venn diagram that correspond to A intersect B. What region is denoted where the 2 circles cross? Where do the 2 circles cross? Region 2. That's the intersection. That's the elements that are in common in both sets. Number 14 says the set of elements that are at least in one of the sets is called the union of A and B. What regions represent the union? So it can be in set A, it can be in both, or it can be only in set 3. So the union is all 3 regions. At this point, you should be ready to do the group work that starts on page 108.